Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going to be taking another look at one of the speedrunners. This is a new car I'm going to run for this year, and it's a Tamiya Ta03f. Now, as some of you will know, that is quite an old car. First released late 90s, so a good 25-year-old. Running vintage Tamiyas comes with its own challenges, but I've got a bit of a plan with this one, so I just thought I'd do a video, show you what I've done so far and where we hope to end up with it. So I am running this body, the old Ferrari FXX. I've got two of these, so this one's a bit bashed up at the front, so I'll try just use this one and keep the other one. The other one's quite a tidy shell, it's on my shelf. So this is the car so far. 4-wheel drive, belt drive, front motor. These are a fantastic chassis. It's always been one of my personal favourites. First of the belt driven TAs. Modular chassis in its design. So they did the F version, which is a front motor. They did an FS, which is front motor short wheelbase, and obviously they did an R, which is rear motor, and they did an RS, which is rear motor short wheelbase. So the plan for this is just going to make it as fast as we possibly can. One of the big downsides to this chassis is spur gear choice. There aren't really any choices. You're stuck with the factory one. You can get a 0.4 mod pro spur gear, but I don't think that'll cut it in terms of speed running really. So we've gone for a Surpass 9000 kV motor. We'll be running 3S. The ESC to come for it yet, and a new drive belt, because both the drive belts I've got are already stretched a bit and it'll just slip onto power. So limited the shocks with fuel tubing. See them at the back. Anti-roll bars on it. Put some stop ends on the anti-roll bars just to reduce some of the kickback of the wheel, which they do once you put adjustable turnbuckles on the top. So the plan for this is run it on 3S and push it at the first event for sure and see how fast we can get it. If I feel it's maxed out, then I'll move on to the next step, and the next step is making a dual motor version of this car. So because it's a modular design, I've got another complete front gearbox. You can literally unbolt that front gearbox off there and bolt it on there. Instead, you can see that is where the motor would be. I'll stick a couple of pictures in because I've mocked this car up already. I did plan to run it as a dual to start with, but I ended up robbing one of the motors. Don't have two ESCs the same, so I thought, tell you what I'll do, I'll run it as a single motor to start with and see where we can get with that, and then I'll switch it to a dual motor and see where that gets us. One of the things I've done is replace the majority of the hardware, old Tamiya plastics. I'm sure you all know the joys of that. So what I've done is I've used an M3 helicoil kit on 90% of the car, just to reinforce the threads and strengthen them. You know, there are some cracks in various places on this. It's an old car, I've had it a long time. If I crash this car, it's going to go bad. I already know that. So previously already modded the battery tray to take a square LiPo in there. 23 kg power HD servo. Pinion wise, I'm running the biggest pinion that physically fit in there. Front bumper's extra, an additional mod to the standard car. Metal tensioner bracket. Aluminium shocks, fully ball raced. And yeah, so we're going to run it at the Yes Mate event to start with and see where we get. Just waiting on the belt and the ESC now, and we can get it up and running. I have it running on 2-wheel drive. But yeah, so that is the plan. Speeds, well, I'll be honest, I don't really know. Over 70 mile an hour would be good. If I beat Tomley's Ta03f, I think he got 78 mile an hour with that. That'd be even better. If we could get into the 80s, that'd be fantastic. I just don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. But we're going to have fun finding out. So yeah, and then, like I say, once we've got a baseline decent speed out of it as a single, rebuild it as the dual, and then see where we go from there. Running it as a dual brings its own problems, so battery space, but we'll figure something out, I'm sure. I'm not saying I'll run 3S when it's a dual. I might run it on 2S and I can fit 2S shorty packs in there. We'll see what speeds we get on 3S and then take it from there. So yeah, pretty short video for this one. Don't forget, keep your eye on the channel, like and subscribe if you want to see how we get on with this. But yeah, 4 weeks and a bit and counting, and we'll be out running it. Obviously these films are a bit perished, we won't be running them, they're just for setting it up and stuff. So yeah, don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel to see how we get on with it. Joys of speedrunning a vintage Tamiya.